Hello and welcome to Sacred State Oracle. I'm doing weekly pick a card general readings to receive intuitive messages for you. Feel free to pause the video to tune in and see which card calls you. It's a general reading, so take what resonates. And remember, no card reading should dictate your life. Always trust your own intuition and use common sense. If you find these readings helpful, feel free to like the video, subscribe, and click the bell so you'll know when a new one is up. Your support means a lot and helps this space grow. With that being said, I'm so glad you're here. Let's dive in. Hello, deck number one. Welcome to this week's Pick a Card general reading. I'm so excited to welcome you to this channel where weekly I ask spirit questions and then pull cards to reveal the answers. This week, my question was, what is the most imbalanced area of your life right now that needs attention? So I hope you're ready to find out. I am about to flip this card. I have no idea what is there, but let's dive in. Deck number one. What is the area in your life that is more imbalanced or the most imbalanced? I got door to value, and it was in the reverse position, so it's definitely an area that is affecting you the most right now. Deck number one. You can see that there are money that pouring through the door that is not fully open, and I feel that there's a definitely correlation between how you value yourself, how you see your own self-worth, with the way abundance in monetary form flows to you or actually lacks at this point. I don't think that money tells us our value, but I think the way we value ourselves, how we feel about our self-worth, is definitely affecting how much money we can make in this lifetime. Just even think about from a psychological perspective. If you don't feel you're worth something, you'll never ask a raise. You will never value your skills enough to go and change a job because in the current job you're mistreated. You kind of accept that maybe that's all there is for you, right? So it definitely very connected to how the amount of money that you're bringing to how you value yourself, how much self-worth you see in yourself, because you don't even need to do anything. You are already worthy of whatever that you want to bring into your life. But often we are conditioned to feel otherwise, or think otherwise, or believe otherwise. And there's also a thing as, I forgot what it's called right now. It came to my head and then it flew, but it will come back. But it's basically the way your brain operates, that it's gonna find confirmation to whatever belief you are fostering in your mind. So if you believe you're unlucky, you're gonna be constantly constantly noticing and looking for things that show how unlucky you are. And it's gonna, because you're looking for it and you're training yourself to look for it, and once you find it, it serves as a confirmation to what you already believe it, therefore making that loop closed for you, and it's hard to get out of that. What else? Deck number one. I feel like some of you putting your dreams on hold because of this too. Like you're not even allowing yourself to dream big. Or, when I say big dream big, it doesn't mean there's just such something outrageous, right? For some of us, dreaming big just means we have a safe space, we have a safe house that is our own, or we have a little bit of land, or, we able to leave this country and go and live in another one, which is probably a bigger dream. But for some of us, it might be moving away from the family we live in right now. It doesn't matter how you see it or how other might think about the bigness of your dream. It could be definitely a smaller one, but it's still it's the thought that I'm trying to, I guess, deliver here and struggling finding the words is that believing that whatever dream you have, for some of you, you are not worth it, you're not capable, you're not, it's never going to happen for you. That's what that's are some of the thoughts that might be occupying your mind at this moment. So that, of course, it affects the way you take or don't take actions, right, towards that. Or perhaps you are in this loop for so long you don't even care or dream anymore, and that's kind of sad. It's a sad place to be, where you just kind of crushed. But and it all comes down for you. Deck number one is the self-value, self-worth. And so I would invite you to kind of look deeper at your belief system surrounding your own self-worth. Okay, let's see what else you need to know. So the biggest imbalance in your life is that you do not value yourself, and you need to go into it and figure out the way. Why do you have certain beliefs about it, and how you can change them around so that you begin to dream again, or believe in your dreams and believe in yourself and your goals and things like that. See, Spirit, what else does deck number one needs to know when it comes to the most imbalanced area of their lives? Maybe what influenced that, or helpful suggestions. What else deck number one needs to know? Okay, I got two cards. I see a happy family, and then the other card is sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, card number 40. You got lots of fours in this. You got card number 4 right here. You got 3 plus 1, 4, and then you have 4 on this one as well. Typically 444 is the symbol that your guides and your angels are surrounding you, and also number 4 resonates with the heart chakra. Let me see what comes through for the family. I just feel that longing for the idea of the family and not receiving that, not receiving what you thought, like what you felt innately, how the family values need to be. Partially why you crave that family connection and the ideal that is in your head or on your heart is because you haven't received it as a child. And it would make sense why you're not valuing yourself. Perhaps you grew in a environment that not necessarily was after you, but there are ways to make us feel not valued in the eyes of people we love, and the approval we crave from our parents, for example. So someone doesn't necessarily have to be vicious or mean towards you, but they could be overworked, and say you never see them, and by the time they're home they're too tired. They were too tired to pay attention to you, and so you felt kind of invisible, perhaps. And for some of you, it could have been that, again, the environment was not something that supported your inner self-worth. And everyone is worthy. Everyone is worthy. It's just like believing in it could be quite hard, because we are so judgmental for whatever reason towards ourselves, often criticizing ourselves and eating ourselves alive with our thoughts of how incapable we are, or we don't deserve certain things. So that's the I like that those thoughts do occupy a lot of people's minds, and a lot of times it stems from the childhood. And so I feel with this card, the happy family, like I just feel it that for some of you still holding on to this idea of just like very beautiful light, of how you wanted your family to be, or how you're planning and hoping your future family will be, how you create this different environment for your own children, and how you want to be treated by your future partner. But again, like it all boils down to that valuing and self-worth, because if you don't think you are worthy of loving partner, it'll be more difficult for you to notice it and align with something like that. The sixth chakra, the Archangel Metatron here showing up for you, which I love this deck. It's one of my first decks that I really, really connected with and started using. And I don't even know how many years later, it's still my to go deck. This one is about guidance and intuition. I feel that as you pause and start spending more time into discovering why your um, level of self-worth is lower that than is beneficial for you, then it'd be easier for you to align with that deeper vision and intuition that can guide you towards the steps that you have to take in order for you to change that belief about yourself. And not just, not just like as a mental exercise. You have to really feel it in your core and believe it, that you are worthy. Whatever those goals might be in your life, you are absolutely worthy. Deck number one. But you need to reconnect with your own intuition. You need to forgive. The forgiveness is coming through for some of you. Maybe the situation of the family that you grew up with or dynamics, and turn it into your own self. Take a responsibility for your own actions and your own healing. Nobody's going to come in and do it for you. It's something we all have to face, at least have desire. Of course, there are often loving people that support us through that, and that's amazing. But besides people on this side of things, there's always unseen help from spirit that is there to hold space for us and whisper those things of, next steps, or what would be good right now for you, for your body, for your spirit. But you have to be tuned into it, and pay attention to it. And that's about intuition, right? It's about hearing that small voice, and taking the steps before things turn into more complicated things. If we are ignoring our own intuition, we're ignoring our own, um, how to say it, like intuitive guidance, if we're ignoring those suggestions and pulls and nudges and maybe synchronicities, and we see something and we're like, nah, it's just a coincidence, and dismiss it, right? But I feel for you, deck number one is important to um, spend more time connecting with your intuition, and maybe doing some exercises with third eye, praying. And I just feel a lot of angelic guidance coming through these cards. And remember that you are absolutely worthy. Nobody needs to come and tell you that. It needs to come from the inside, like remembering and believing you're part of the source, you're part of one amazing, beautiful consciousness, and it is powerful and loving. It is love. So you are part of it. Of course, you're worthy. Deck number one, I invite you to spend this week, when you have time, more contemplating how you can remember that light within you, and spend more time connecting with your intuition. And I wish you an amazing week ahead of you. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to leave comments below. I love reading your comments, and talk soon. Hello, deck number two. Welcome to this week Pick a Card general reading. If you've been to my channel before, you know that I typically have a question for the week ahead. This time, the question that I downloaded for you guys was, what is the area in your life that is the most unbalanced one? And hopefully, this will help you to pay attention to that area this week and help you to take whatever steps are necessary to address it so that you can have a more balanced life and more balanced week ahead of you. All right, I hope you're ready. Let's flip this card and see what what it is. Door to Spirit. Okay, let me tune in what's coming in for this card. Okay, so it's about openness. Lots of messages are coming in through for you. Lots of messages just like I'm receiving right now. Are you open enough to actually pay attention to them? For some of you, I feel like maybe you are not necessarily following what you're receiving for different reasons, but the spirit is really reaching into like I want to say like into your heart space and trying to connect. And by spirit I mean like divine guidance, the source, God, all the amazing beings of light. It's just something that is very, 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 very the word, what's the word, benevolent, and loving. It's also about remembering your own essence and where you're coming from. Then you're not just, and why am I hearing meat suit? I don't like that expression, but I'm hearing it. That you're not just your body, you're not just physical appearance, you are a divine seed, divine light. You are here, you are more than this. And why you a bit lost right now, I think spirit is trying to reach out. You always are supported, that you're never alone, but as part of the human experience, of course, we forget this or we shut down our gifts early on because they're too much, especially if you're very clairvoyant and maybe have mediumship gifts and you see things that as a child might be too much. And so you shut it down as a young adult into your adulthood until the point where it's like it's time to open up again to your gifts, because you maybe have more understanding for your gifts and what you need to do with them. But I feel for you, deck number two, the most imbalances right now is that because you are not connecting more with your own spiritual, nature, and that the door, that the dove is coming through to give you these messages and blessings. You're kind of you need to focus on it. You need to allow it more and connect with it is what I'm getting. Let's see what else deck number two needs to know. I love this card. This deck was one of my first ones that I connected to or with long time ago, and it's still my to-go deck. I just love the energies of it and cards and how it like shares the messages when I use it or work with it. I love that dove coming through. What else? Throat chakra. Okay. Deck number two, you are also you would also benefit from addressing the energies of your throat chakra. It is quite a sensitive chakra. It's all about self-expression, right? The inner truth, voice reading, poetry, singing, music. That's your throat chakra. Not saying what you want to say, not meaning what you're saying. is like diluting it. Um, are you afraid of sharing your gifts, deck number 2? Are you afraid to say things you're experiencing as an intuitive, as psychic, as maybe medium? Is there something you want to express but you're blocking because you don't believe that it's going to be accepted nicely in a good way? I'm definitely feeling it in my throat chakra, and I'm getting super hot in my whole body. Like my temperature literally like raising right now. So deck number 2, this week, pay attention. One of the imbalances that Spirit is showing to us right now is in your throat chakra. So whatever you could do to clear it, to maybe put your words on paper, maybe sing, maybe wear more blue, maybe meditate with the frequencies that correspond with the throat chakra. If you can go and get Reiki, um, or something like that for your throat chakras also would be helpful. So I almost like feel you talking yourself out of things, talking yourself out of the connection with spirit, talking yourself out of your own like intuitive guidance. I don't know why deck number 2. What's up? Can you leave your comments so I know why you like that? What makes you not wanna? Why are you talking yourself out of all those things? I'm like super curious who this message is for. Anyways, let's see. I want to pull the third card for you, deck number 2. Which deck are we going to use? Oh, we're going to go back to this one. Okay. Yeah. What else deck number 2 needs to know about their imbalances or the major imbalance? I'm going to do... They know I don't like when more cards fall out. I want a 1 card spirit. That's the one I'm going to take. I don't know if I'm just clumsy or what. This card is also big and I have small hands. Sometimes it's hard to do this. I still feel a lot of heat in my body, lots of burning. And why is that? Like tension in the body. Oh, that's the card that flipped. Okay. Man holding a heart. Well, right away when I flipped that card, what I felt is, for some of you, obviously it's not for everyone, is that the spirit that's trying to come through the door is a loved one that already passed away. So he is on the other side, and it's obviously a spirit that really loved you while he was here on Earth, like in their body, and now they're trying. Maybe that's what it is for you, deck number 2, the communication from spirit that you're denying. Communication from a loved one from the other side that you are not, maybe it's hard to believe that life continues, that spirits are able to leave signs and be near you, and you could feel their presence. Some people feel it like where the heart all of a sudden start to beat really fast just because their frequency is higher and their body is not able to, we're on the lower frequencies here. So sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you just know them and the thoughts of them start coming in and the memories of them start coming in, just flooding. You might be feeling physical, like touch perhaps. Some people smell the perfume or smells that associate with people who the loved one that passed away, and obviously there's all those signs that everybody heard of, like associate with people that passed away. Maybe it's something meaningful between you two, or maybe it's just the like symbolism, right? Or maybe it is the birds behaving weirdly, trying to get your attention. I believe that spirit can temporarily use like small creatures to kind of manipulate, to do and get your attention, to let you know they're here. Um, but yeah, deck number 2, it looks like there's definitely communications trying to come through for you, and you might not be listening. And the other part is maybe you're the man who they loved and they're trying to come to you. Um, your loved ones trying to come to you. And for some of you, it also aligning with your own heart, because it's, or addressing your own heart chakra, not only throat chakra, but the heart chakra as well, because it feels like a little bit of, I feel denying the love for yourself. Maybe that's why you're speaking, and my candle is just going crazy right now. Um, so yeah, sorry, I got distracted because my candle was start going crazy, and there's no AC, no window, nothing. So I feel that it is definitely a sign from the other side for you, deck number 2. Spend this week to connecting, looking more for a sign, pausing, and being open to that. I wish you lots of love, or sending you lots of love, and I wish you having a great week ahead of you. Take care, deck number 2. Hello, deck number 3. Welcome to this week Pick a Card general reading. If you've tuned into my channel before, you know that I love to ask questions for the week ahead. And today's question is, what area in your life is the most imbalanced right now? So something hopefully helpful for you to pay attention to. Perhaps you're struggling in this area. Perhaps you're not even realizing that it's out of balance. But the intention for this card reading is, what is the most imbalanced area of your life right now, or subject, or whatever it might be. Are you ready to find out? I am super curious. I just had 2 previous readings for the deck number 1 and 2, and curious to know what is happening for you, deck number 3. Let's flip it. Ah! Oh my god, can you not? Can you just? I can't. Angel of Balance. What are the what are the odds that Angel of Balance is going to show up when we ask him what's the most out of balance in your life, in area? I just want to joke around and say a lot of things because the Angel of Balance showed up. But let me tune in and see if indeed your life feels really chaotic right now, which I wouldn't blame you, because a lot of things are happening. Lots of heavy things are happening. Lots of crazy things are happening. So much imbalance, division, and you know it all. I don't have to say it. But Angel of Balance showing up, and I feel this calmness from this card. I feel like I hear the phrases, you don't need to figure everything out on your own or at this moment. You just have to trust. And I know most of us don't like hearing this suggestion, just because it's hard to trust when you see everything is just literally maybe falling out of your hands and out of your control. And that might be it for you, deck number 3, trying so desperately to control and hold on to that sense of control. where angel of balance is just like, you don't have to figure out everything right now. It's okay. Just trust. Just let go of that grip. It's like you're spending more energy on holding on into like allowing and receiving. Does that make sense? Deck number 3. What are other imbalances? Okay, I'm gonna pull the card from this deck is what I felt the nudge to do. All right. Just grounding myself a little bit. All right. Whoa. I'm going to take this card. Detox. Deck number 3. Eliminate toxicity, healthy body and mind, withdraw from drama, cleansed, diet, and release. So those are the suggestions for you. And obviously, it's up to you to follow it or not. But it kind of makes sense, doesn't it, that your mental diet, especially current times, your mental diet as well as the physical diet will absolutely affect the state of your mind and that sense of imbalance. So I'm actually feeling for some of you, the state of imbalance you're in right now has to do with your mind. It has to do with the way you perceive things. And we know that when we're tired, when we are overwhelmed by the news, it is harder to function and come from the place of groundness. So, deck number 3 for you this week, try your best to eliminate any foods that are unhealthy for you. Get out, exercise more. Maybe take a break from social media and news so that your mind can kind of relax and detox from it. Do anything to help you release what is cluttering your mind right now. And that could be matters that you need to take care of, so they're not on your list. There are also suggestions like go and receive maybe a Reiki healing, a sound bath, where you can let the frequencies to do the work, where you just, allowing, you setting intention and let the healers accommodate you with the release. Because often energy healing do trigger physical detox, and that what I would always to recommend. I personally love Reiki myself, so that I find very helpful, or whatever other energy healing modality you are drawn to. But it feels like your mind is overstimulated, your body is not taken care of, and it creates that imbalance in your life. Deck number 3. All right, let's pull one more card to see what else. Okay, actually. What else deck number 3 needs to know? I love it. Positive movement forward. Well, that's a good card for you. If you're able to go through this, like when you taking care of what we just discussed, you're taking care of your mind, you're taking care of your body, it would be easier for you then recalibrate and gain that positive movement forward. You will be rested, you will be more hopeful, because like if you're crushed right now mentally, if you see the world in despair, if you see how when you think it can't get any worse, it seems like it does, then there's no incentive for you to feel, it's almost like, what's the point then? Like, why to even do anything? And that is definitely not something that's going to be helpful for your path. And I feel that if you are able to take care of your body and mind, as we discussed, then it will create um, that charge, that that spark where you finally, like when you don't want to do anything, you feel like so apathetic for a while, and then all of a sudden somehow there's this little nudge or urge, and you just like start doing stuff, and you get more excited and open, and then somehow things just go through more easily, and just everything gets done faster, and you're more in the flow of things, like this boat gliding on the beautiful sea. There's no storms, there's no um yeah. I also like wonder why there's two pyramids or three, like right there, that are the same color as the um sails in this little boat, because there's two sails and they're also the pointy like that. I feel like it might be symbolism for some of you. For whatever reason, Spirit just brought that to my attention. If it means something to you, please leave a comment. I'll be curious to read about it, because it's just that sharp triangle edges in like the same colors. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, so I would be super, super curious to know. This reading feels pretty straightforward, and I just felt an urge to pull another card for you. Deck number 3, so I'm going to do that. Which deck do you want me to use? Okay. What else then? Why do you want me to pull another card for deck number 3? What message do they need to hear? Okay. Finances. Okay. You got finances here. It says abundance, savings, assets, bank payouts, fortune, investments, new income sources. Okay, that's wonderful card. It's absolutely, beautiful sign for a positive alignment with your finances. I don't even know what to add. What do you want? Okay, so it's necessarily for you to, I feel like, be in balance, that you can positively move forward and take those inspired actions towards the financial gains for you. It's something is beautifully growing right there. It's like another gold color shining through for you. Deck number 3. And that's a good card. There's nothing really that shines or like comes through it besides, I feel like that's the main message, that the abundance is on its way. Deck number 3. I don't know if it's going to be like a surprise bonus for you, or something that there's a business proposal that closes, the big deal that closes, the something like I want to hold, like it's just like one sum, like a lump of money that just comes to you, which is again like very, very cool that showed up. Deck number 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you will find time this week to address your mind health and the health of your body, and thank your body for everything it does for you, and that you'll be able to detox and then move forward with the gained energy, because we do waste our energy. We spend it if we are focusing on things that get our body into high stress mode, right? When we get into fight or flight mode, and it does burn energy like fuel, and then you are exhausted, you're drained, there's no gas in you to move forward. And I want you to flow like that guy in the boat, or a girl, I don't know, with a bird in front of you, knowing that everything's good. You're moving towards your finances and some kind of income, some kind of, like, it doesn't feel like It doesn't feel to me like broken into like your paycheck. It just feels like a sum, like just like one sum, just like boom. Here we are. Here it is. Um, Anyways, deck number 3, I'm going to close this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk soon.